Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of night vision and debunking some of the biggest myths you see in movies and video games. I'm with VA Claim Compass, and if you're a veteran, stick around because we drop weekly tips just for you. Let's get into it. First off, night vision isn't just one thing. Movies show those iconic green goggles, but there are actually two main systems: image intensification and thermal imaging. Image intensifiers, or I-squared, are what most people think of. They take the tiny amount of ambient light from the moon or stars and amplify it thousands of times. That classic green phosphor screen. It's used because the human eye can see more shades of green than any other color, which helps you pick out details in the dark. But then there's thermal. Instead of amplifying light, thermal imagers detect heat signatures. This means they can see through things that block light, like smoke, light fog, and even camouflage. Anything with a different temperature, a person, a running engine, a recently fired weapon will glow, making it stand out. While movies show guys running around flawlessly in the dark, they never show the real limitations. One of the biggest is depth perception. With one tube or monocular, it's almost non-existent. Even with dual tubes, it's significantly reduced, which makes navigating tricky terrain or judging distances a real challenge. That's why you see soldiers moving slowly and deliberately under night vision. Another thing movies get wrong is how soldiers deal with bright light. A sudden muzzle flash or a car's headlights would historically cause blooming, where the image washes out in a bright, blurry circle, temporarily blinding the user. Modern goggles, however, have a feature called autogating. It rapidly switches the power on and off to protect the tube and the user's vision from sudden flashes, reducing that blooming effect almost instantly. Ever wonder how soldiers can see each other or identify targets in the dark? That's where infrared, or eye, comes in. Soldiers often use eye illuminators, which are like invisible flashlights that only night vision can see. They also use eye strobes on their helmets as friendly markers so they can identify teammates without giving away their position to the naked eye. To the enemy without night vision, they're completely invisible. Speaking of helmets, you might notice they look pretty loaded up. Those night vision goggles aren't light, and wearing them for hours puts a ton of strain on your neck. To combat this, soldiers use counterweights on the back of their helmets. It might look bulky, but it balances the load and makes it much more comfortable for long operations. Finally, what about close-up tasks? Night vision goggles are typically focused for distance to spot threats. This means anything up close, like a map or your own weapon, is completely blurry. You can't just glance down. Soldiers either have to use a special red light headlamp, which doesn't mess with their natural night vision, or they have a flip-up mount that lets them quickly move the goggles out of the way to see normally. So, there you have it, a few realities of night vision that Hollywood usually skips. If you want a deeper dive into the pros and cons of image intensifiers versus thermal, drop part 2 in the comments below. And if you're a veteran looking for tips on navigating your benefits and claims, make sure to follow VA Claim Compass for our weekly content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.